the plan for a visionaire. Yeah, I just wanna be a billionaire. I just wanna be a billionaire.
Good evening, Q. How are you doing?
Good evening, Mr. Tony.
So let's start from the lockdown. How are you doing the lockdown?
Well, repetition is the problem because you do the same thing over and over again. Get up, so you wake up, check mails, um, try to solve problems because um, the lockdown is affecting businesses, and a lot of people are going to act like a lot of people in the entertainment industry are going to act like they are not affected by this, but we are all affected, and we have to find solutions to still generate revenue in these times. So that's one of the things that I'm doing from in this lockdown. Yeah, so research, wake up, research, emails, eat, work out, sleep, repeat. Everything again, repeat. Everything again, repeat. Take long strolls, repeat. Yeah, so I, I'm going nuts basically.
So you talked about the lockdown affecting entertainment industry. You have two projects out in 2 months. How has
In a month,
lockdown impacted on
two
the
projects
performance
in
in
the
the
month.
market?
Two projects in the month.
Yes, I said two projects in 1 month. So how has lockdown affected the performance in the market?
I think it has helped the performance because it has helped the performance in one way, and it has not helped the performance of the project in one way because we can't do outdoor promotions, we can't do radio, can't shoot videos. Um, but for the DSPs, for the digital streaming platforms, it's been really good because everybody's at home with nothing to do, so
Yeah.
they're looking for music to stream. It depends on the kind of artist you are. If you're a performing artist, then you're totally affected. But if you're just a recording artist, record and put out projects, then you're not heavily affected. But I'm yet to understand the dynamics of what is happening in terms of album releases. So we're still watching the numbers and we are trying to figure out, is this good? Is this a good thing? Or is it just do we just need to return back to what we know entertainment to be, which is release a project, go on a radio tour, and try to do events, and if possible, go on a tour and promote the project, more in a broader spectrum. So yeah.
And I heard that the EP was done in 5 days. The only album that I know was done in that period of time, like 7 days, was Tupac's Machiavelli, the 7 day theory. How
Yeah.
did you quickly put together that album within that period?
So I've also been getting a lot of questions asking why didn't we spend more time on it. So the reason why we did it in 5 days was because we felt the lockdown was going to be over in 2 weeks, and the, the project, the reason for the project happened like close to a week after the lockdown. So we had just 1 week left. So we wanted to do it in 5 days and put it out on the sixth day, and so that we can go back to what we do naturally. Because we'll definitely not have the time to put out to do record a project like that if we were not locked down in the house with almost nothing to do. So that's why we did it that fast. The process of making an album for me is the most difficult part of it is the theme, picking the right theme of the project, and this one came a bit easy because we I mean M just put out Judah and I just put out God's Engineering, and we both didn't talk about what we spoke about on our own projects.
Yeah.
So asked me to pick the theme of this project, and I was like, God's engineering was for me because I was talking about my life, my the things that I've been through, my successes, and my success and all of that. So for God's engineering, for live reports, I wanted to make something for them, something that they can listen to and learn from, something that experiences that I've had. Um, Things that I've stumbled on in terms of research and reading and all of that. We want to give it out because not too many people will have the same um, journey as you're having. So just like I'm having this conversation with you, there are things you pick up from me and the things I'll pick up from you, and not too many people privileged to meet you in person. To get whatever knowledge you have. So if you don't have to meet me in person to you know, understand what's going on in my head. So it's just I'm giving you that information.
Okay. So last year I spoke with Black Bones, and he told me about how instrumental he's been to his success so far. How easy is it mentoring him because of his character? His persona is totally different from the usual rap persona that you have around. He is like a total package. He's a clown, he raps good, and he sort of has this magnetic environment, magnetic hair around him. How was it easy for you to to put him in line, to become who he is today?
So I don't think Black Bones is a clown, first of all. I think he's a very smart person. Uh,
No,
I
so
think
the clown aspect that I
no,
mentioned is not
no.
really a
I
clownish
understand.
character,
I
like
understand
it's
what.
funny.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But he's somebody that understands how social media impacts um, streaming on the DSPs. It's almost it's almost direct. It's almost in the sense that how the engagement you have on social media translates to um, the streams that you get when you release music. That's why everybody wants that social media following to be high and all of that. So he understands that. About mentorship, I don't really feel like I don't feel like a mentor. I just feel like someone that if you're around me long enough, you learn a thing or two. Um, it's not my intention to like go into full mentorship of anybody. It's just leading by example. This is who I am. This is what I do. This is what I understand about the business. And if you are around me long enough, you will understand these things and then maybe improve on it. Because I believe that Black Bones has picked up a lot of information and has improved on all that information um, that he got.
Okay. So let's go to Lamp August in 2018. Chocolate City at Lamp August. Ju and Luz Cannon, MI and Black Bones, all of you dropped albums. I remember talking to MI then, and the intention was to resuscitate conversations about real hip hop in Nigeria. So
Hmm.
between Lamb August in 2018 and today, how what do you think has changed about hip hop? The conversation actually started then. So from that time and now, what do you think has changed about hip hop in Nigeria?
Well, I believe we did a lot in bringing hip hop back to the conversation because that was the aim of the Lamb August. Because 100 Crowns is a hip hop label, or started out as a hip hop label. Let me just say it like that. Um, you can't run a hip hop label without creating a market for it, or without putting it back into the conversation because we felt like it was not in the conversation as at the time we wanted to do all of that stuff. Um, so we decided to do something that will bring the conversation back to hip hop. And whether they like to admit it or not, but I feel like what we've done in the past 2 years have really helped the genre from the Lamb August to the ciphers to what we just did March, April. And that's putting out 3 projects in the space of 2 months. That's Judah, God's Engineering, and the Live Report. Um, and there's been black bones in between that, when it started the best rapper in Africa thing that everybody was really caught up on. Rappers came out to say that he was not, and
Mhm.
he's been rap has been in the conversation since then, and 100 grams have been in the driving seat of that conversation.
Along with those conversations came a beef
Yeah.
involving Vector, MI, and all that. Considering that you also did a joint with Vector in the past, I think that
Yeah.
yeah. So would you still do a record with Vector, considering the current atmosphere surrounding the relationship between you, him, and MI?
Uh, honestly, I'm not looking forward to a record with him. Uh, it's not in the plans. Um,
But if it
I
comes, let's assume circumstances bring you two together and there is a record to be made.
It depends on the record. If it's his record, then we'll have to talk about everything that happened. Right? We're not just going to jump straight into a record. Um, First of all, I think I deserve an apology. I mean, if the apology comes and it's fine, we'll get on the
A
record.
public
But
apology, a private one.
any,
Public or
any, I'm
private.
not a any. I'm not a. I don't care about publicity like that. Um, any apology is as good as an apology. So, if that happens, then we can. If the record is there, then we can do a record. I'm not against the record, but um, I don't just have it in my plans right now.
So let's assume you have the task of assembling a rap supergroup in Nigeria. We are not talking list now. We are talking
Oh,
about
this
people.
question.
If you are you just want to form rap supergroup, and you have 4 other persons to join you. Who and whom are you picking?
Um, how do I avoid questions like this? 'Cause they're controversial. But number one, I won't form a rap supergroup. I won't do
I'm not saying you formed. Let's as we are working on an assumption now, and you have 4 other persons, and you are not allowed to pick MI because we know that MI is
I'm
on.
not. I'm not. I'm not a group guy. I'm
So
not a
let's
group.
we are working on an assumption really, not that you have to. It's not a must. It's like
I
if
can only tell you
if
if we can rephrase the question and say rappers that I enjoy their music right now. But I don't see myself in a group with them. You can rephrase the question
so
that
you could actually form a rap supergroup with rappers that you enjoy their music. So who are those rappers?
I won't form a rap super group with them because I tend to enjoy rappers that um do stuff that I can't do.
Like
I
who and
like
who?
listening.
Like who
So
and who?
I really like Psycho YP's I like Psycho YP's records. I listen to them regularly. Um I like Payback because of his kind of like esoteric, his fusion with other genres is really interesting. Then there is, of course, there is Black Bones because Black Bones is just really interesting because today he's rapping, tomorrow he's doing something else, and I learn a lot from Black Bones actually. because he understands the new ways of rapping. It's different from the older ways. With the older ways, you really have to stress the words so that they can hear what you're saying. But these times, with the kind of mics that we have now and the kind of technology that we have in mixing right now, you really don't have to, stress the words like that. So I just watch him and he just records very calmly and stuff. So I really enjoy his music because it's very soothing to the ear. And who else? I enjoy Poe's music too. Yeah,
Ladipo?
especially when he's talking about girls. I really enjoy when he's rapping about girls. He knows. I feel like he should. I mean, this is just a feeling. He should be on that LL Cool J tape and just to making girl records. It's really good at that. I mean, he can not that he can rap. He can really rap. Do you understand? But he's just exceptional.
You have two projects this year, a personal project, a joint one with Emma.
Yeah.
What else should we expect from 100 counts this year, considering the year is still young, we're in April?
I mean, everything depends on the lockdown. If the lockdown doesn't, if it continues, because I mean we're still seeing new cases, a lot of new cases. If it continues, then we have to stay digital. So we will bring the coronation. Something I'm actually working on to become a digital event if the lockdown continues. If it does not continue, then I think I'm done with project. Me personally, I'm done with projects for the year. I think there's a loose cannon project in the works, and there's a Black Bones. There's definitely a Black Bones album dropping this year. There's definitely a Black Bones album dropping this year. So and then there's a project that we're working on to discover a new rap superstar that we're going to get on 100 crowns, and that's gonna by the grace of God, it's going to take off next month. Trying to continue to make rap the conversation, uh, and try to establish an upcoming artist because it's the hardest genre for an upcoming artist to actually break from. We want to make it easier for them, and of course, have incentives when you win the competition because it's always been a Lagos affair because when you're in Lagos you can come to Chocolate City office. I'm there, Lucy's there, sometimes Emmy's there. You can meet with us, you can play us your music, but these guys the guys in Kano, Kaduna, Imo, PH, Benin, they don't have the opportunity to do that. So we want to put it online so that everybody can have equal chance of uh, uh, getting to work with 100 crowns. So that's something that we're working on. So that's about it for this year.
Oh, good. So one last question. Apart from the coronation that you have in the pipeline, are you looking to bring in young rappers in the game to 100 crowns? I know you have Black Bones, you have yourself, Luskin. Emma is on his own now. Incredible music. Are you looking to bring in young people onto 100 crowns as an imprint of chocolate music?
It all depends because it's a as much as there's passion in it, it's a business relationship for me. And between 100 crowns and chocolate City. So there are conditions that must be met. It must be sellable, which is what Black Bones has been able to do. You know, there are a lot of rappers out there, but they're not really sellable. Sellable, you must be able to kill it in the studio and kill it. People must see you as somebody they want to book for shows. And once we find that person, we definitely will not hesitate. But right now, there are not a lot of sellable rappers out there. I might be wrong, but I've not just seen them. It's one thing sending me a song, and the song is very dope. But the first thing I'm going to ask myself is how fast can this song travel? Where can this song be played? Can he perform this song if he's given an opportunity? Will the crowd react to this song and all of that? So when those questions come back with negative answers, and you know you might feel like you're what a deal, but I right now it's not about how dope you are, it's how sellable you are. This company is going to put down money for your career, then they have to be sure that they're going to make that money back. But for artists that are not really sellable and want the chance to show that they are sellable, then we will have to put up all these competitions and all these things like the coronation for us to, for you to show that you can actually be that person. But definitely looking forward to signing the new artists.
One of the problems that people identify about rap in Nigeria is that it's not very much commercially reliable like Afro pop and Afrobeat. How do you think young rappers who are coming up in the game now can strike a balance between having real talent and being sellable at the same time?
We're not looking for the next whiskey. If we find him, really, that would be great. But that's not the criteria. You know, the criteria is being able to sustain the business. You know, so if I put this amount of money, are we making profit? That's the only criteria that we have. We're not looking to break bank on an artist's music. If it happens while we are trying to have a sustainable business, then you know that would be great. But if it doesn't, we'll keep going till it happens. That's just what we want to do. So the criteria is different. The criteria to get to 100 crowns is not, it's not you know be as bankable as the video as be as, no, that's not the criteria. But if you can do what Ice Prince did, we're excited about that. If you can do what YC did, we're excited about that. If you can do what MI did, we're excited about that. If you can do what Black Bones is doing, we're excited about that. So that's what it is.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, AQ. I really appreciate you coming on the show to talk to us about this, and hope you have a good time enjoying the rest of the lockdown.
You know that we're not enjoying it. You can't be telling me to have a good time
Nobody's
enjoying
enjoying it, actually. Nobody is.
it. So we have to say it as it is.
You just have to manage the situation.
Thank you for having me. It's really, I'm happy that I could touch on a lot of stuff about. I'm happy that you asked me questions that is not just relating to the album and music, and we went round it. It was really interesting.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
that's why you guys are Guardian. That's why you guys do what you
You did our best. Thanks a lot.
do.
Bye.
Gang signs. God is so gang signs. Like, that's all, bro.
I'm a risk taker, not a hit maker, no imitator. I'm good with data. Scripting Java for city sales. Hard copies I still retail. Merchandise I'll soon reveal. Record labels wanna see me fail, cause I go against their blueprint. Signing rappers with new ink, I'ma stay on track if it all derails. Never call me no celebrity. I'm a hustler with integrity. What I'm selling is not a remedy, it's a way out of uncertainty.